Well guys, I got my second preset pack done for the ToneX pedal, and this time I did the Diezel Herbert Mark III. So you get that really nice, glorious clean channel that this amplifier has. And in channel 2, you'll get two different gain settings. You'll get a mid gain and a higher gain setting, depending on your style of playing. And of course, with channel 3, you'll have all the gain that you need for leads, and you can use that for rhythms as well. So on top of giving you advanced captures of the sweet spot of all three of these channels, I'm also giving you a couple of different cabinets as well. So you're going to have the Diezel cab if you want that legit Diezel sound, you know. So this is a 212 cab, and it's front loaded with G12 K100s. And the mics I use for this cab is a combination of the Royer R10 and the Shure SM57. And along with the Diezel cab, you'll also get this amplifier captured through the Mesa 212 with vintage 30s. And the mics I use for those captures are the Royer 121 combined with the SM57. And if you can't make your mind up between which cab you like better with this amplifier, I actually captured this amplifier with both cabs at the same time as well. Because of the way I have things set up in the studio, I can actually run this amplifier through two different cabs and have all the mics lined up and in phase with each other and capture the amplifier firing through both cabs. And that's what you heard in the intro of this video, and honestly, that's my favorite way to hear this amplifier. You get the best of both worlds. Because as you know, Diezel cabs come with either vintage 30s or the G12 K100, so this way you get the best of both worlds. These captures really do sound amazing. They're really fat and aggressive, and you get that legit Diezel tone through them as well. And the thing is, what I noticed with the ToneX is if you want just a little more sag, just a little more feel, you know, a little more fullness, just turn the bass up just a hair and maybe the resonance. And I'm talking like if it's at 5, put it at like 5.6 on the bass and 5.3 on the resonance or something. And all of a sudden that feel comes in and it just feels great to play. So that's what I did on some of these, and it actually really made them sound and feel a lot better to me. But if you like them the way they are, that's fine too. We're all different. We all like different things. I just thought I'd share that little tidbit of information for you. So let's go ahead and hear some riffs on the dual cab rhythm capture right now. This is channel 2 on the Diezel amp. Yeah, that's just freaking nasty. Oh my God, it's so huge sounding. So now let me switch over to the lead capture and show you what that sounds like. And the effects that you're hearing are provided by my HX Stomp, which I'm using via 4-cable method with the ToneX. I really love the Diezel Herbert lead channel. It's really smooth and it just sounds and feels great to play. And there's lots of great mids in that channel, and it cuts through a mix perfectly without any harshness at all. It's just nice and smooth and thick sounding. It just sounds awesome. So now that I showed you what the dual cab presets sound like, let's see what the single cab presets sound like, starting with the Diezel cab. So if you like that cab and those speakers, I really worked hard on making sure that the mic placement was perfect, and I captured the full spectrum of sound with that cab, and it just sounds amazing. So now let's hear the Diezel preset with the Mesa 212 cab with vintage 30s. Sounds freaking awesome. It's exactly what I'm used to hearing whenever I play that amplifier in my studio here. And for these particular captures, I didn't feel the need to change any of the settings on the ToneX pedal at all regarding the tone stack. This is exactly how it sounds as soon as you download it and put it in your ToneX. So once again, you get a total of 14 studio captures in this pack, and there are no DIs. It's all studio captures with either the Diezel cab or the Mesa cab or a combination of both of those cabs. I don't have a load box that's strong enough to handle a 180 watt amplifier right now, so I can't do DIs. And that's one of the reasons why I figured I'd give you guys a variety of cabs and even combining them in this pack. I don't really think you're going to need IRs. I really don't. I mean, you have two of the best cabs on the market, mic'd with the best mics on the market, and you also get a combination of both of those cabs if you prefer that. There's just really no reason to go DI with IRs at this point, in my opinion. Now, obviously, there's an exception to that. So if you're one of those few people who actually use the ToneX through a power amp and real cab, well, obviously the studio cabs aren't going to do you much good. But for those of us who love just plugging the ToneX straight into front of house and not having to bring any extra gear to a gig, then the studio captures are going to work perfectly for you. Now let's hear what that glorious clean channel sounds like. That is simply the best sounding clean channel that I have here in my studio, and I love how that clean channel sounds. It's warm, it's chimey, and it's very musical sounding. There's really nothing I'd change about it. It's just beautiful. And I was happy to include it in this pack for you guys. So now you have two freaking awesome, brutal channels in this pack, and you also, like I said earlier, in channel 2, it has a plus and minus mode on there. The plus mode is more gain, minus mode is like less gain. So you'll have those modes in this pack as well for channel 2, and then you also get the glorious clean channel. So I just think you can't go wrong with this pack. I mean, it's just an amazing sounding pack, and for those of you who've always wanted to play a Diezel amplifier, but I mean, this amp's $4,200, you know, and not everybody's going to go out and shell out that kind of money, but now for only 25 bucks, you can have all 3 channels in multiple modes and with multiple cabs and mic configurations and everything else in this pack, and I just think it's a great deal for you. So my goal here is to try to make very affordable and value-oriented capture packs for you guys here. You know, I want you to get the most for your money when you get these capture packs from me, and the mics are always in the sweet spot, the amps are always set up in their sweet spot, and I just really think that, you know, any other changes that I would make to the amp or the mics or the cabs would just be arbitrary. It would actually be diminished returns. I mean, I've been playing these amps for a long time, and I know where they sound their best. And, you know, these mics and everything in the studio, I mean, the placement of them is sacred. You know, I don't move these mics around very often at all, and I always find the sweet spot and keep it there. So that's what you're getting when you get these packs. So if you like the tones that I use on this show when I'm playing live or doing other videos and whatnot, this is exactly what you'll get in these packs. And I want to take a moment and thank everyone who's purchased the Ultimate Brutal Preset Pack Volume 1. I really appreciate that. I've got a lot of great feedback from everyone on those, and I'm so glad you guys are enjoying those. So if you're a ToneX fan and you're interested in this pack, just click the link below in the description, and it'll take you right to my website where you can download it, and you can play this capture pack within minutes. Well, again, thank you so much for purchasing these packs. I really appreciate it. It does go a long way to support this channel, and I just can't thank you guys enough. And it's so good hearing back from you guys about how much you like the Ultimate Brutal Preset Pack Volume 1 for the ToneX. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying that. And I know you'll like this pack just as much because this amp is freaking sick. It sounds amazing. The feel is really good as well. And again, you get all 3 channels on it. And I know you'll find at least, I don't know, 2 or 3 of these that you just can't live without. So they sound incredible. Well, thanks for watching. I have a lot more stuff coming up for you guys on the channel. And thanks to all my Patreon supporters and subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And click the bell so that you can be notified every time I either go live or come out with a new episode. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys. And I'll see you on the next one.